Right, that's us, everybody, and welcome to Bev. That's Kim's sister who's joining us today. So if you just stand in Tadasana, have your feet just 2 or 3 inches apart, just feel that weight balanced evenly across the soles of your feet. So just lift your toes, spread them apart, and then grip your mat as tightly as you can with your toes. Lift them up, spread them apart. Just grip them tightly with your toes. Lift them up, spread them apart. Grip tightly with your toes. Last one, lift and grip. And then relax the weight across the soles of your feet. Just come up from your heels, don't come onto your toes. So you stay on the balls of your feet. And back down. Come up. And down. Come up and down. Last one, just come up and down, and then just into Tadasana. Perhaps have your feet a bit slightly closer together. Make sure your rib cage is open, so your chest nice and open. Soft knees, pull up on your thighs. Make sure that band of muscles are drawn in. Remember, they they keep your spine nice and upright, and they keep your digestive system tucked in. So just close your eyes. Remember, your breastbone lifts, the crown of your head is drawn up towards the ceiling. So 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can still do the breathing with that held in stomach. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just open your eyes. Just step your feet slightly apart. Let's do the swimming. I'll just check I've got room. So front crawl. I'm going to come even closer. Turn. Look at your hand. And the other one. And just swing your arms. Get those shoulders nice and loose. And the twist as well. Keep your tummy button just drawn in slightly, just to keep that support around your midriff. And let's go the other way. So into back crawl. So turn, look at your hand. Turn, look at your hand. Turn, so it's a twist, as well as loosening up the shoulders. So just make the next one your last. And then just come back to the front. Just make sure your shoulders are nice and open. Bring your elbows up. So we're doing the digging one. So elbows up in front of you. So breathe in, just dig your elbows behind, puff your chest out. Look up to the ceiling, but tuck your bottom in. You're holding the breath. So nice rib cage. Breathe out, bring your elbows to touch in front of you. Drop your chin. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ready to dig. Breathe in. Dig your elbows. Look up. Remember, bottom in, but you're looking up towards the ceiling. Making those lungs nice and elastic. Breathe out. Elbows up. Touch them together. Lift them a bit higher. Drop your chin. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ready to dig. Breathe in. Dig your elbows behind. Look up to the ceiling. Nice big rib cage. Lungs spongy, elastic. Breathe out. Elbows up. Drop your chin. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And dig those elbows behind. Look up towards the ceiling. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. Breathe out. Just elbows up. Drop your chin. This is the last 2 breaths. Breathe in. breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just drop your arms by your side. Just make your shoulders feel nice and comfortable. And perhaps just take your arms out in front of you so your elbows are nice and straight. Breathe in, breathe out. Touch your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep your fingers where they are. Touch your elbows. And then just 3 big circles backwards. And then you'll be changing the direction. Really nice and wide. And then let's change direction. Get that movement in your shoulders. And then that's the last. Just drop your arms by your side. Just check your shoulders feel nice and comfortable. Just stand in Tadasana, so drawing in your tummy, lifting your breastbone. Drop your chin and swing your head sideways, side to side, like a pendulum. Do 3 full swings side to side and then back to the center. Blink your eyes, just bring your head up. So just perhaps stand your feet slightly further apart, so somewhere comfortable. Breathe in, just sweep your arms out to the side, flat hands against the wall. So breathe in, start at the shoulders, pushing out along your arms to your hands. Relax. Breathe in, push, shoulders, arms, hands. Breathe out, breathe in, push, shoulders, arms, hands as far as you can. Breathe out, relax. One more. Breathe in, push, shoulders, elbows, arms, hands. Breathe out, relax. Just drop your arms again. Just check your shoulders feel nice and comfortable. And let's go straight into the blade. So breathe in, bring your arms out to the sides. Breathe out, relax shoulders. So breathe in, pick up the pencil between your shoulder blades. Draw your tummy in, lift your breastbone and feel as though your head is just being lifted up towards the ceiling. So sideways movement and vertical. Release your pencil. Breathe out, drop your arms. So breathe in, arms just float. Breathe out, relax shoulders. So breathe in, pick up your pencil, draw in your tummy, draw in your chin, and try and feel as though you're being pulled up towards the ceiling. Release that hold. Breathe out, drop your arms. One more. Breathe in, arms just float. Breathe out, relax shoulders. Breathe in, pick up your pencil, draw in your tummy, lift your breastbone, feel your head being drawn up towards the ceiling. The vertical, the horizontal movements. Release your pencil. Breathe out, drop your arms. Just again, nice and gently drop your chin and start the swing the other side if you can remember which side you started. Just nice and gently, 3 swings. And then you're back to the center. Just blink your eyes a few times. Just slot your fingers together. Turn your hands, you're placing them onto the crown of your head. So breathe in and stretch. Remember, elbows go straight. Look up to the ceiling without scrunching the back of your neck. Just turn your head side to side. A full body lift from your feet to the soles of to the palms of your hands. Breathe out, hands on head. Breathe in, the full body lift from the soles of your feet to the palms of your hands. Breathe out, hands on head. We'll do 2 more. Breathe in, full body lift. Breathe out, hands on head. 1 more. Breathe in, full body lift. Breathe out, hands on head. Just bring your hands behind your head. Just push your elbows back as far as you can. Lift your breastbone, draw your tummy in, look up towards the ceiling so you're pressing, making a curve at the top of your spine, hopefully. Breathe out without losing height in your spine. Drop your chin, drop your elbow. Breathe in, lift your breastbone. Push your elbows, your head back. Breathe out, drop your chin, drop your elbows. 2 more. Breathe in, feel the lift from your feet to your breastbone, the push back with your elbows. Breathe out, drop, head, drop, elbows. 1 more. Breathe in, lift your breastbone, push your elbows back. Breathe out, drop your chin, elbows come down, arms just down by your side. Just open your rib cage. Let's just quickly do the neck and shoulder exercises. So remember, your shoulders stay completely, I'm coming, sorry, a bit closer towards you. So it'll be side to side, first of all. Then it'll be ear to shoulder, then up and down. So I'll talk you through it. Make sure your tummy is drawn in, your breastbone is lifting, your rib cage is slightly open to the front. So breathe in. Breathe out, turn your head gently to the side. Keep looking downwards. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out the other side. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathe out. So ear to shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ear to shoulder. Try not to involve the other one. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out. Ear to shoulder. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out into shoulder. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out into shoulder. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out into shoulder. Breathe in to the center. Breathe out into shoulder. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathe out. So up and down, remember, when you take your head back, don't do that, or you're cutting off your blood supply. Imagine you have a full loo roll, so you've got that space at the back of your head. So breathe in. Breathe out, drop your chin. Breathe in, nose to ceiling, close your teeth. Breathe out, chin to chest. Breathe in, nose to ceiling, close your teeth. Breathe out, drop your chin to your chest. Breathe in, nose to ceiling. Breathe out, drop your chin, keep it down, and draw 3 circles, one way with your forehead. So you're not tempted to take your head too far back. So 3 in one direction. And then 3 the other way around. So you might hear it scrunching more one way than the other. Keep your teeth shut to keep the stretch in the throat. And when you've done your last one, just blink your eyes a few times before you bring your head back up. So we need to do a sideways stretch. So let's do the swaying tree. So breathe in, bring your arms up, nice lift through the whole of your body. Breathe out, sway to the side. Make sure your top shoulder is pulled back, not dropping forward. Breathe in, stretch up and sway to the side. And be slightly in the center of your feet. Breathe in, stretch up, breathe out and sway to the side. Breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, sway to the side. Breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, sway to the side. Breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, sway to the side. Breathe in, stretch up, bring your arms down by your side. Just check your rib cage is nice and open. We'll go straight into the shoulder squeeze. So feet about hip distance apart. Breathe in, backs of your hands come together. Breathe out, interlock your hands. Breathe in, straighten your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades, look up to the ceiling. Breathe out, keep your chin jutting forward. So keep your chin pointing forward till you're parallel with the floor. And then let your head go down. Let your arms follow wherever is comfortable for you. Breathe in, come back up. Breathe out. So 2 more shoulder squeezing. Breathe in, backs of your hands. Breathe out. Interlock your fingers. So breathe in, straighten arms, look up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, remember to keep your chin jutting out. So you get the stretch of your throat again. When you're parallel with the floor, then drop your head. Let your arms come over. Breathe in, come back up. Breathe out. Let's do 1 more. Breathe in, backs of your hands. Breathe out. Interlock your fingers. Breathe in. Try and get your elbows as close together as you can. And then as you breathe out, remember to keep your chin jutting forward. And then drop your head, chin tucked in at that point. Breathe in, come back up. Just release your arms. Just check everything feels nice and loose. So we're going to do a Utkatasana, the chair pose. Remember, you're going to bend your knees and as though you're about to sit in a chair. So when you get to the point you think you want to sit in a chair, just put your bottom down. So try and keep your tailbone tucked in. So don't go down like that. Try and keep your bottom tucked in. So you'll feel it all in the feet, the ankles, not the knees, really. So feet about hip distance apart. Breathe in, bring your arms up above your head. Breathe out, bend your knees. My feet are a bit too close together. Bend your knees. Remember, they come straight forward. Don't let them be knocking together in any way. If you think you're about to put your bottom on a chair, you're at your point. Take the weight on your heels. Stretch through the pose. Try and keep your bottom tucked in. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just float into standing. Just lower your arms. Bring your feet just slightly closer together and just stand in Tadasana. Chin drawn in. Tummy drawn in. Soft knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're going to do the one that you go down. I'll do it sideways. So remember the one that you take your foot out, you come up onto your toes, you drop a knee, come straight back up, all on your toes. Just watch out, so see how you get on. So you might be fine. If it's not for you, stand it out. So breathe in, come up onto your toes. Breathe out, touch the knee onto the floor. Breathe in, still on your toes. Breathe out, back on your feet. Breathe in, onto your toes. Breathe out, touch the floor. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, flat on your feet. One more. Breathe in onto your toes. Breathe out. Touch the floor. Breathe in on your toes. Breathe out. Touch the floor. Just stand in Tadasana. And we'll do it the other side. So take a step forward with your other foot and we'll start. So breathe in, up on your toes. Breathe out, touch the floor. Breathe in on your toes. Breathe out, flat on the floor. Breathe in on your toes. Breathe out, touch the floor. Breathe in, you're back up onto your feet. Last time, breathe in onto your toes. Breathe out, touch the floor. Breathe in on your toes. Breathe out. Just step forward into Tadasana. Just open your rib cage. I'm puffed out, I think, so just wait till my breathing just goes back into a normal pace. So we're just going to do a nice, simple balance exercise. So have your feet like mine, just a few inches apart. So just check you're in Tadasana, your breastbone is lifting. Then lift your right hand, nice soft hand, facing forward. Turn your left hand, and again, elbow slightly bent, your palm just welcoming. So the right just repelling any fear, the left just welcoming good fortune. So just keep the weight on your right foot and hook your left toes behind you. So that's all you need to do. Remember to focus on a point on the floor or the wall in front of you, whatever helps you stay nice and balanced. So let's take 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just unhook your arms. Just bring feet, arms. Just perhaps rub. I shouldn't say let's rub your hands together just to charge the palms of your hands with the energy. So again, same hand position. Right hand just facing forward, slightly curved hand. Left hand just facing forward. And then take the weight onto your left foot this time. Hook your right toes behind. Stand nice and tall, and let's go into those 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then just foot back on the floor. Just lower your arms. So keep an eye on the time. We're going to come into sitting. So if you come onto your mat, into Dandasana, so your legs out in front of you. So straight legs. I'm just going to open my book because we're following a bit of a sequence of mudras. So just for a moment, sit with your legs out in front of you. Make sure you've spread your bottom, nice tall spine. So right hand just gently beneath your left, perhaps your thumbs touching. Make sure you're not caving in with your chest. So try and open your rib cage. Draw your chin in. So imagine your feet now, your sitting bones are your feet. Forget about your legs. Just take 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then you're going to come into an easy position, sitting position. So how you would sit, well, if you meditated or you just sit slightly. So some of you might get into lotus, I'm not sure, but my feet are just one in front of the other. So sit nice and tall. Take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, and then take I'm going to move slightly forward. I realize I haven't got room. Take your left hand behind you, directly behind you. So you pull against your thigh to turn and look at your thumb and keep turning slightly. Really pull back with your back shoulder. We're going to take 8 breaths in this position. So try and sit tall, chin tucked in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You might not have to cling onto your thigh. You'll probably stay in that position. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just come back to the front, nice and gently. Stretch before you think about going the other side. Stretch up, look up towards the ceiling. Just bring your hands back on your thighs. So let's swap. So left hand to the outside of your right thigh. So anyway, the other, I'm getting all confused. So take your thumb behind you, directly behind you. Press against your thigh to get the twist to start with. Bring that shoulder as far back as you can and sit nice and tall. Make sure your digestive system gets that twist. 8 breaths, everybody. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perhaps you don't have to hold on to that thigh so tightly. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to the front. Stretch your arms up. Look at the ceiling. Don't forget the stretching. And then you're going to turn your feet the other way. So make your feet go the other way. So just change your, how you had your legs crossed in that first one. So we're going to do exactly the same. So take your hand to your thigh. Bring your thumb right behind you and press against the thigh. Pull your shoulder back. Look at your thumb. 8 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just come back to the front. Stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Make sure you get that big stretch. And we go the other side. So hand to your thigh. Take your thumb directly behind you. Pull against your thigh and pull that shoulder back. Try and sit nice and tall. 8 breaths, sorry. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out, and then just bring your arm back to the front. Just stretch your hands up to the ceiling. Stretch your hands up. Just take your legs out of that position. Just rub your legs slightly. So just rub your legs. Make sure they feel comfortable. And we're going to attempt the base position for cow face. So I'm going to talk you through it. I can't remember if we did this last time. So get your left leg, place your left foot, try and touch your bottom with your left foot. So some of you will, my legs are so short and fat that I've got a double reason I can't get them anywhere. Once you've done that, bend your other foot so that you have it touching your bottom. Ideally, your feet sort of in line with each other. So grab hold of your feet. You should be, ideally, I'm not sitting firmly on both sides of your bottom. Your knee should be directly above that other. That gives the cow face, apparently. So the feet are the horns, I think, if you look at it. So slightly uncomfortable, but just stay with that if you can. So it stretches the outside of your thigh. So it's a good one for sciatica, as long as it's not too uncomfortable. So breathe in. Breathe out. Try and breathe away any discomfort. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now very carefully unfold. So take that leg away. So that was your left. Just straighten your legs. Rub your thighs. We're going to have to do it the other side. So if you were doing the full cow face, you do all that with your feet and then you do all that stuff with your hands. We usually do it just a hand bit. So bend your right foot over. Try and get it touching your bottom, so much further over probably than me. And then bend your leg. So that's your left leg, and see whether you can sit more comfortably. Perhaps line up your feet one across from the other. That should help you get the position where you sit between on your bottom. Knee above knee. So just check you've got knee above knee. You could hold on to your knees like that, on the top knee. I'm holding on to my feet. I find I can try and get a bit better into the position. So 3 breaths. Try and relax your bottom onto the floor. And again, you'll feel the big stretch on the outside of thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try and relax your bottom onto the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out very carefully. Undo your legs. Nice and gently. Just rub your thighs, your legs, your knees a couple of times. Make sure it all feels comfortable for you. So let me check what we're going to do next as we're following this sequence. So let's do the sideways. So just again, come into a comfortable position with your feet in a sort of cross-legged position, or whatever that you would have normally, and arms by your side. So just breathe in, lift one arm up, your other hand is on the floor, and hold the breath. Lean right over towards the floor, look up towards your arm. Breathe out. So you're holding your breath as you go over. Breathe in. Stretch up to the ceiling. Breathe out. So you lean on that hand and take your arm as far over as you can and look up towards your arm. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Stretch up. Hold the breath as you do the sideways stretch. Really stretch. Look up to your armpit. Breathe out and down. Just stretch up in between. We have to go the other side. So hand to floor. Breathe in. stretch up, big stretch to the side, and then go over. Remember, elbow bends, look up to your armpit, stretch a bit more. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Stretch up. Lean over. So it's a holding breath as you do the sideways bend. Breathe out and down. One more. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Lean over. Look up to your armpit. Stretch a bit further. Breathe out and down. And change the configuration of your legs. So make your cross-legged be the other way. So just get into that other side. Just stretch up. I should have stretched up after that one. And we'll go again. So hands to your side. Let's breathe in. Stretch up. Hold the breath. Turn your head. Look up to your elbow or armpit. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Stretch up, holding the breath. You lean over, look up to your armpit, stretch a bit more. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Stretch up, lean over, look up to your armpit. Breathe out and down. Before we go the other side, stretch up. And then let's go the other side. So breathe in, big stretch. Hold the breath, do the lean over, look at your armpit, stretch a bit further. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Hold the breath, just lean over. Breathe out and down. One more, breathe in. Big stretch. Lean over, stretch a bit more as you look up to your armpit. Breathe out and down. Just stretch both arms up to the ceiling. Just bring your legs out of that position. Rub your feet, your legs a couple of times. So we're going to do one of the bandhas, the locks in yoga. So come back into your easy sitting position. So one you do most frequently, you're most comfortable in. Have your hands on your thigh. So what you're going to do is you're sitting nice and tall. You're going to draw in your front, back, bottom, draw the perineum, draw it right up. And then you'll be pulling in your, sucking in your tummy, and then you'll be locking it with your chin, dropping towards your chest. Then you'll release, breathe in. So we do all that locking on and out breath. So I'll talk you through it. So hands pressing into your knees. So breathe in. Breathe out. Tighten, bottom, front, back. Pull in your tummy. Finally, drop your chin. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do it again. So remember, it's on an exhalation, the bandha. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tighten bottom, front, back. Draw in your tummy. Drop your chin. Release the whole. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we'll do it one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tighten bottom, front, back. Draw in your tummy. Drop your chin. Release. Breathe in. And just go. Well, let's swap legs round. We better swap legs round. So swap legs round into your less comfortable position, probably on that side. we'll repeat the banders again. So very good for the pelvic area and digestion, this one. So breathe in. Breathe out. Tighten bottom, front, back. Draw in your tummy, drop your chin. Don't lose height in that pose. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tighten bottom, front, back. Draw in your tummy, drop your chin. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do it one last time. So breathe in. Breathe out. So press onto your knees. Draw in your bottom, front, back, tummy, chin. You're dropping your chin. So you're concave, really. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just go back. Straighten your legs. Just shake, rub your legs a couple of times. Just move your feet. So we're going to do that bandha in the pose where, so you're going to lie on your back. Your knees are bent. You're going to interlock your hands behind the back of your head, so your elbows sticking out to the side. So what you're going to do is do that big lift that we normally do, and then you're going to tighten bottom, front, back, and just keep that tight, and then release and come down. So you're going to do that movement in that position. So breathe in, lift your hips, and then push your pelvis a bit higher, tighten bottom, front, back, draw in tightly, draw everything in from your bottom upwards. Release, breathe out, just gently lower your spine back onto the mat. That was the first, let's go for the second. Breathe in, push your hips up, push them a bit higher, then tighten. Front, back, bottom, draw in everything as though you're sucking up from your bottom up towards your chest. Release, breathe out, just lower gently, vertebra by vertebra. Let's do one more. Breathe in, lift your hips, push the pelvis a bit higher, tighten thighs, buttocks, and draw in everything. Front, back, bottom. Release. Breathe out. Just gently lower your spine onto the mat. Release your hands, bend your knees over your tummy. Keep your knees tucked in tightly to your body, and just rock side to side. That you let one knee go, pull the other towards you. So you're just knees being pressed one at a time into the sides of your body. And then just tuck your chin in, stretch your legs up to the ceiling, try and have them vertical, stretch your arms up to the ceiling. So you're trying to do the moonwalk on the ceiling with your hands, feet going in time. So start to get wider with the movement. Nice flat hand, flat foot. And then just come to the center again and make circles, quite little circles to start with, size of a football. So you're drawing 2 figures of 8. So visualize your 2 figures of 8 sideways on, one above the other. One you draw with your hands, one you draw with your feet. And get a bit wider. Make the circles a bit bigger, like a beach ball. And then come back to the center, start your circles again, start them nice and small, size of a football, going the opposite way. Keep your arms stretched up slightly, and then make them bigger, size of a beach ball, even bigger.
And then nice and gently, just stretch up to the ceiling with your hands, with your feet. And then just bring your knees back onto the floor. Straighten your legs one at a time. Tuck your chin in. Have the backs of your hands against the floor. Make sure your arms aren't touching your body. Make sure your legs aren't touching each other. And do the quick relaxation. Your head, shoulders, your arms, your hands, the back of your rib cage, your waist, hips, legs, and feet. And just let the floor support the weight of your body. Just let it relax onto the mat. And then nice and gently bend your knees. Have your feet as close to your bottom as you can get. Perhaps you need to shuffle your feet like me towards your bottom. So knees, feet, hip distance apart. We're going to come up into the bridge. So I'll talk you through it. So everybody ready? Breathe in, lift your hips, tuck your chin in, push your hips higher. Keep pushing so that your chest moves towards your chin. And if your chest is touching your chin, press into your feet a bit more. Then try and rock from shoulder to shoulder and tuck your shoulders underneath you so that you're really on the top of the back of your head, the tops of your shoulder, your feet. If you can, clasp your hands together beneath you and again, rock a bit more, get a bit higher. If you can, press the forearms on the floor, the sides of your hands on the floor. If not, just have your arms underneath you. Keep pressing into your feet. Keep lifting, nice open rib cage, good for asthma. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, unclasp your hands or separate your arms and begin the descent from the top of your spine, vertebra by vertebra. So you give each one an individual massage as you bring your spine back onto the mat. When your bottom is on the mat, bend your knees over your tummy, pull your knees towards you and rock gently side to side, just nice and gently. And then just stay as you are, keep those knees pulled towards you. We'll curl up into a ball on the out breath. Breathe in, breathe out, curl into a ball, your forehead towards me. Breathe in and down. Breathe out, curl into a ball, forehead towards knees. Breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out. Curl into a ball. Breathe in and down. Nice and gently. Place your feet back on the floor, but have your knees together, your feet together, stuck together. And then separate your knees. Press the soles of your feet together. Just rock very gently from thigh to thigh. So sideways, thigh to thigh. Just ease out your hips and then shuffle your bottom a bit closer to your feet if it's far away. Interlock your hands behind the back of your head, elbows out to the side and relax. Try not to hold on to your knees, your thighs, just let them relax out to the sides. So remember, the lying cobbler pose brings the blood to the pelvis, the organs in the pelvis. We've been doing lots of tightening up in that area with the cow face and the sitting cross-legged. And so this just brings the blood, opens up that area. And just relax. And very gently, just flatten your lower back. then release it. So you just arch your back slightly. So you tilt the pelvis forward, flatten your lower back, release, tilt the pelvis forward, flatten your lower back, tilt the pelvis forward, and then relax. Bring your elbows round to the sides of your body so they're pressing into the floor. Press into your elbows and bring your knees back. So just bring your knees back. Just bend your knees over your tummy, grab hold of your knees, and just rock gently again side to side, or draw the figure of 8 beneath your lower back. So whatever feels comfortable for you. And then nice and gently, just straighten your legs up to the ceiling and just do 3 cycles as slowly as you can. Forward. When you've done 3 with each leg, do 3 backwards. So go 3 times backwards each leg, as slowly as you can. When you've done the last one, place your feet on the floor, roll onto one side and up. Well, not up, because we're going to relax. So you could just stay lying down if you're warm enough, or if you need to just grab a jumper or a blanket. So just the last few minutes to relax. Let the benefits of what you've been doing reach the parts of the body. So you've been doing quite a lot of internal stuff with the bandhas, where you do the locking thing. So locking at the perineum, and then tummy pulling in, and the chin lock as well. So all working on the internal organs, so the reproductive organs, the digestive system. So your thyroid with the pressing into your throat. So just make yourself nice and comfortable. If you're lying down, have your chin tucked in. Long back of your neck. Make sure your palms not touching your body. Palms facing the ceiling, so that you give some room for your shoulders to open and relax. Legs as well, not touching, just feel them rolling from your hips outwards, so that your feet just flop out to the side. Eyes gently shut or half shut. And then take your awareness to your face, to your forehead. Feel your forehead. Smooth, soft, relax. And as your forehead relaxes, feel your scalp relax. And as your scalp relaxes, just feel your brain relax. The front, the back, the sides. So it has a bit more room just to ease into. Then take your awareness to your eyes. Eyes gently shut, smiling. Take your awareness to your cheeks, cheekbones, your ears. See if you can feel your nostrils relaxing. Then take your awareness to your mouth, lips just slightly parted. Just check inside your mouth, your tongue soft, relax. And take your awareness to your neck, throat, feel them releasing, relaxing. Then take your awareness to your feet, to the skin on the soles of your feet. Should feel soft, gentle, relaxed. No weight, no pressure on your feet. Just let the skin breathe. And take your awareness to your toes, heels, ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs, hips.
Feel the small of your back, releasing, relaxing. The back of your rib cage, just resting on the mat. And then take your awareness to the backs of your shoulders, to the tops of your shoulders, to the front of your body. Feel your chest wide, open, relaxed. Inside the rib cage, feel your heart, lungs strong, healthy. Then take your awareness below the rib cage. Feel your digestive system strong, healthy. Then take your awareness back to your shoulders, to the tops of your arms, your elbows, lower arms, wrists. Feel the backs of your hands just resting on the mat. And then take your awareness to the palms of your hands, your fingers, to the insides of your wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders. No tension in your face, no tension in your body, no tension in your mind. You feel ready. And as you lie there, just visualize yourself stepping through a wooden door into a walled garden. The sun has been shining, the sky is blue, the sun is high in the sky. And as you step into that garden, you see a space reserved for you just to leave all your worries, problems. You just leave it in that space. You walk through the garden and you notice that the flower beds are filled with roses, all different colors, crimson, pink, white, yellow, orange. You can smell the perfume of the roses in the warm air. You choose a rose that you're particularly fond of, and you take the rose with you to the center of the garden where there's a wooden bench just facing onto a fountain, the little pond beneath it. And as you sit on that bench, you feel the warmth of the sun, the energy of the sun, of the earth, of the plants all around you. You just smell your rose and you feel the softness of the petals. It's as though you step into your rose. The color, you're absorbed by the color, whichever color you have chosen. You feel the softness of the petals around you, the perfume of your particular rose. And you feel with that. You feel as though you absorb the energy of the rose. And you hear the sound of the water, the fountain. You're aware of the blue sky above you, the ground beneath your feet. And you just enjoy the feeling of the rose, the softness of the petals, the perfume, the color. After a moment or two, you return along that through the flower bed, and you return your rose gently back from where you plucked it. You walk back to the wooden door, you just step back out, and as you step out, you find yourself once more lying on your mat in your room. You become aware gradually of the floor beneath you, the walls around you, the ceiling above you. And slowly you just begin to move your fingers, your toes. You just stretch and yawn. Just stretch each side of you, the right, the left. Then bend your knees over your tummy Rock gently side to side. So as you rock, have your knees go one way, your head the other. And then just place your feet back on the floor, roll onto one side and come up into a nice, easy sitting position. So hands somewhere comfortably on your knees or in your lap. Chin tucked in, nice long back of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just rub your hands together. Feel the warmth, the energy. Just place your hands at your eyes, your fingertips crisscross. Just visualize your color, your rose, the softness, the perfume. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just bring your hands back into Namaste, the greeting pose. So we just finished with Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, the universal sound, Shanti, meaning peace. Thank you. I'll just stop the recording.